No.
Thus Hive was born. I'm Steph,
I am Mike.
and we're the owners of Hive Marketing.
Missing partner is Adam.
We're missing our third partner, Adam, but the three of us just had a vision a little over a year ago. Today it is what it is, and it's crazy. It's been only a sprint. It's never slowed down. We're both out of breath. We're speaking in this analogy, but it's been like the most incredible journey. Beginning of last year, Mike was selling more than half the year he was gone, and I was pregnant with our second baby. And we just were starting to realize that we wanted to do something that we both loved and could do together.
And one big thing as we were deciding what to do is I kind of felt like I had a desire to create something bigger than me, rather than just going and working and producing and, generating income for our family. I wanted to build something. Like I had this feeling inside me like I wanted to create.
Yeah.
And you at the time, especially for the last few years, had just been like crushing it on social media. I had my background, starting in 2017, I learned the ins and outs of ads and marketing, and I had a really cool experience with, a company in Lehigh, and had done a lot of stuff on the side, and then had gone and learned a lot about sales and built a relationship and a partnership with Adam. And then we kind of just like put our heads together. And then as we kind of were putting our heads together, the pain of, us not, really being together as a family was like, okay, we have to do something. And then at that point we're like, oh, well, why don't we just like put this whole puzzle together? Adam was a genius behind a keyboard, whether it's AI, whether it's building websites, whether it's, whether
Systems.
it's operations and
Being
systems.
so efficient.
Super efficient. I had my ads and marketing background and just overall sales and strategy, and you were the secret weapon when it came to social media. And that's what the majority of people who have come to us in the last year and a half, that's their first thought is, I want to build a social media presence. So like without you, Adam and I were just like a couple of dudes with a pipe dream.
That's not entirely true. You're being too nice. Adam and Mike had this idea that they wanted to do marketing for apps. And they got their first client, and
referral from my brother, which is great, who builds apps.
Yes, just jumping in the deep end right off the bat. And this client wanted social media. Mike comes to me.
And I sold him hard that we had a secret weapon.
Before chatting with me about it, but how can I say no? I love social media, and I love the opportunities it's given me, so why not help other people have that too? So I said yes, except I'm not joining this collaboration without rebranding.
At the time, it was called Premier Digital Marketing. We wanted to go all in on apps. I had interviewed some other app agencies and saw what they were doing, had a couple of calls and had some ideas on how we wanted to develop this.
And we had no idea where this was going to go.
No, we thought we were going to be like the go-to app agency in Utah. And then
we didn't even think social media would be that big of a deal. That's how it goes, I guess, is you can only see the one step ahead. You can't see 20 steps ahead. So we just like put our heads down and made things work for this client. And then that just snowballed. And we got a second client. And again, she wanted social media.
Yeah, luckily it was our sister-in-law who had a really successful business. She was in the process of interviewing someone to do social media. And at the time, she asked us, because she knew Steph was good at social media, she just asked us, or maybe she was telling us just the situation of work at a family gathering. And then I say, oh, well, we do all of that. She goes, wait, really? And so she gave us a shot, and that shot was, once again, another small step to this big snowball. We ended up getting a lot of relationships from her and opportunities to be in front of other business owners, and just like one after another. And then we started realizing, social media is a big part, and you were creating really good content, but we're like, wait a minute, like organic social media is only one part. Everyone thinks they want social media, but what is everyone really asking?
They want business.
I want business. I want more clients. And so like we should become the best at ads and content. Like we need this to be synergistic. And so I had my ads background, but it was more like e-commerce and overall strategy. And so we decided to hire someone. And we're like, hey, we're going to join your course. We're going to join this mentorship. And at the time we had a couple of clients that were doing like no ads with us, or we were, just putting some stuff together. And it completely changed how we ran Hive at that point. That kind of became like the cornerstone of our strategy is ads and content.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we started to realize how important ads are, way more important than your organic social media. When the two are combined, that's like pouring gas on a fire. So yeah, that's what we preach on now. So what, like we're a year later now, and Mike and I could talk for hours about our opinions about marketing, mostly content, social media, digital type marketing. You know, marketing has 1,000 avenues, but we've solidified some opinions. So.
Yeah, but let's go back. So now we have this idea. We're like, we're gonna do content and ads. You know, we're gonna build out websites, which we had already done some website projects at this point. But we were at my birthday dinner. You took me out to dinner.
Yes, now I remember where you're going.
You're like, Kay, am I going to be a part of this? I'm like, I need you to be a part of this. Like, how are we going to build ads and content where you're the content? And so you gave me a stipulation. You said, I will be a part of the agency, but. And what was that big but?
We are not called Premier Digital Marketing anymore because I don't know how to spell the word Premier.
And she said it wasn't girly enough. Or what did you say?
I said it's not strong enough. It's got to really stick. Like, I could picture Premier Digital Marketing be like any generic name of anyone.
It could be a billboard company.
It could be literally the placeholder of a billboard.
Right. And so at that dinner, we're like, let's start thinking about it.
We just went off. I swear Mike and I were like not on this earth. We were like, just ideas were flowing, and we had our notes out, and we were like finding pictures and putting them together, and we were like, do we go this direction or this or this? And it was a hard decision because we were like, and we were consulting Adam with this too, like which way do we go? We love all these like branding, like we didn't just have the name, we had the whole umbrella vision of the business.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we came up with Hive Marketing for a few reasons. One is we live in Utah, which is the beehive state, but I think more importantly than that play on Utah is that a hive, whatever a hive stands for is exactly what we do in our business. We work so hard for our clients because that's just who Mike and I are, I guess. Like, we just want to make sure that they get the absolute best marketing they can get from us. And so busy working bees, also like there's the honey, there's the sticky aspect of it. I wanted like marketing that sticks to be our tagline. And then it just like a puzzle just came all together in one dinner.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
And then from that point, I think we hadn't even launched our Instagram. Like,
we hadn't started it yet.
We had not started. I think our first post was October. Oh my gosh, like we're just over a year. It's October 3rd now.
Yeah.
As we film this, it was I think October 1st. Our first post
too.
And first ad went live on Instagram. And from there, it was like, is this gonna work? And then it's like, oh, this is working. Is this on accident? And then it's like, oh my gosh, we're busy with calls. And then we just kept refining our offer, refining our sales process. And fast forward, I mean,
we're different people now.
Yeah, I mean, we have 60 active clients. We absolutely love every single one of them. The power of social media, like, we are so convinced of it because we are literally byproducts of what we teach.
Exactly.
And I think that's really powerful. Anyone who says you need to do this or this in your business, but they haven't done it themselves, it's really hard to actually take that advice. And so someone that's like, hey, I'm at 0 to 5K a month right now, and I want to get to 6 figures a year. I want to get to 20,000 a month, whatever it is. It's like, great. Like, we've walked in those steps. We know how to guide you there. And we ourselves are a service-based business. We are providing a service for our clients. Who better, team to help another service-based business here in Utah than people providing a service who literally were in their shoes. And so that's why we get so passionate. So when people say, hey, do you know how to run ads for service businesses? It's like, you're on a call because of one of the ads we run for our service business.
Right.
And so it's so cool to see how similar the strategies we implement for ourselves are directly implemented for our clients. And it's like, I would never make a client spend their own money on an ad strategy or a content strategy that we haven't tested.
For sure.
And I think that's really important. Like, no one wants to be a guinea pig. And at this point, like, for ourselves, we've spent tens and I don't even know how many thousands of dollars at this point. And we've learned so much. Like, there's so much data that we have, and we wouldn't be making our clients, spend money or or take time if we didn't believe it worked. And so
100%,
it's just really cool to see, like you said, fast forward a year and a half, beginning of last year, and it's like, yes, our lives aren't the same, but think about all the lives of the clients we've worked with whose also lives aren't the same.
Yeah, that's why we keep doing it. That's why we literally wake up and do it over and over and over again, because Mike and I have never felt so fulfilled in a job than we do with this one. Like, we have clients crying to us, like saying, like, you've changed my life. You've changed my business forever. My family, my wife, my kids, like and it's not, yes, it's like a collaboration with us and them. It's the willingness of the client to trust us, which we are so grateful for, because that is a big piece of trust. Like, you are letting us, you're opening the doors to your business for us to pick at it. And we appreciate that so much, but that's the most fulfilling part.
And honestly, yes, Steph and I are a lot of times the face of the business, but it's like we would not be doing any of this without our amazing team.
Our team is like the cream of the cream.
The cream of the crop, yeah. And it's like, so many times people say you got to hire A players, and it's like we don't have like A, B, and C players. I just feel like we only have kept A players on.
Agreed.
And literally couldn't ask for a better partner with Adam. Like, holy cow, nothing's ever perfect as far as like how we communicate with anyone in life. But dang, like, Adam is efficient. He helps us a ton, being like, hey, how are you doing this, or this? He's like, hey, why don't we streamline it this way? And I'm like, dude, you just saved me an extra 3 hours a week, which are 3 more
Adam's
hours.
brain is in like year 2080. It's not in 2025.
Amazing. So he's fantastic. Behind the camera, you guys don't know, Hunter.
Wait, Hunter, you should come in the shot first.
Yeah. Big goals for 2035. I know we're in 2025. Everyone's talking about 2026. This guy's already raising our vision for 2035.
That's why I look so good over here.
I know. There's more things to come on that. His creative mind is literally making it possible for us to dream bigger. Then we got Ben and Genesis, who literally head like all client interaction.
Oh yeah, our managers are top tier. They're so
it's
great.
Incredible. Same thing. And like, we wouldn't have put them in that situation if they didn't already prove to us. Like, when you interviewed them way back last year, like they had experience doing already on their own and with other clients before we gave them a shot to even do it with us.
Yeah.
And then they needed to shadow us for almost a year. Like, they hadn't stepped into that client interaction role until they were like fully trained by you. And now it's like, you know, we've like developed these incredible team players. And
it's so nice, that feeling that I know I can give this client off to someone I trust as much as I trust you, like literally. So
we talk about that all the time. It's like, a year ago when we started getting more clients, we're like, this is not sustainable. Or even in the beginning of this year, this is not sustainable because there's only 2 of us.
That's the learning curve,
right?
Yeah.
But the faster we realized that it's worth it to pay more for an A player than to pay half the price for a B player that you have to fire and rehire.
Yeah.
It's like, it's changed our business as far as how we can scale. So shout out to our team, they're incredible.
100%. Yeah, Hive is the best, and we love you guys, and we're
just getting started,
We're just
honestly.
getting started.
Yeah.